Democratic Congressman Khanna. Congressman, a lot to ask you about this, because $20 billion happening in the middle of a shutdown, obviously without congressional involvement, is something. But Trump just posted in the past few seconds while Kristen was speaking this on social media: Javier Milei has my complete and total endorsement. He will not let you down. All caps, make Argentina great again. So what do you think is happening here? What is make Argentina great again?
Well, I wish he was focused on making America strong. He's had failed economic policies. First, he creates a trade disaster with China, where our farmers aren't being able to sell soybeans. I was just in China 2 weeks ago, and he's created a situation where now China is buying soybeans from Argentina, and then we're giving them $20 billion instead of to our farmers or to American citizens who are struggling with higher grocery prices. We're giving the money to Argentina that's had failed economic policies. I mean, Milei has had austerity politics, cutting government spending, firing people, and we're bailing him out instead of helping the American people. And this is why the president's numbers on the economy are in the tank.
Congressman, why do you think Trump is doing this then?
Well, look, he has a clear view of governance, which is he helps his friends and he punishes his enemies. It's sort of the Carl Schmitt philosophy of politics, and there's nothing more to it. But he sold the American people on lowering prices on day one. He sold the American people that he's a business guy, that he's going to get the economy moving. And he's done nothing for America's farmers. Grocery prices are up. You know what I would do with that $20 billion? I would give that money to the American people who've had 26% increase in coffee tariffs and coffee prices because of the irrational tariffs on coffees. Don Bacon and I have a bill to repeal the coffee tariffs. He's made food prices go up. He's hurting America's farmers, and then he's giving the money away to Argentina, who are adding insult to injury by then taking the business away from American farmers and selling it to China.
I also wonder about it coming in the middle of a shutdown, because you're talking to us from Capitol Hill, but the House is not in session. The House is not in session because the Speaker will not bring it into session. And obviously, when it comes into session, he has to swear in the newest member. The Democratic soon-to-be Congressman Adelita Grijalva from Arizona, and that would mean a vote on the Epstein files, and then out come the Epstein files if this goes the way that everyone anticipates it will, which is passing easily. So what's happening here? Congress isn't in session. You got a congresswoman not able to be seated, president signing bailout packages of other countries. Does Congress have any role in running this ship?
Well, it's disgraceful. We've been out since September 23rd. We should have been voting today on paying the military, the troops. By the way, the president found money for that. That's $8 billion. Just to put this in context, this is 3 pay periods for America's troops, the $20 billion bailout. And the only reason that we're not voting on anything in Congress is because Speaker Johnson doesn't want to swear in Adelita Grijalva, because she would be the 218th signature on Thomas Massie and my discharge petition to force a vote on the Epstein files. That has bipartisan support. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mace, Lauren Boebert, and would get probably 270 to 280 votes. And what's offensive to me is not just that he's delaying that vote, but that he has shut down Congress, and we're not voting on anything, including the pay of military troops, because he's so afraid of these Epstein files coming out. So it is dysfunctional, but the American people are seeing it, and I think that what they're really upset about is the economy, because a lot of people held their nose. They voted for Donald Trump. They didn't like everything about him, but they said this guy's going to bring down our prices. He understands the economy, and now they're seeing him giving bailouts to failed economic policy in Argentina.
All right. Thank you very much, Congressman Khanna. I appreciate your time as always.